Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment, here for an all-new 2019 NFL mock draft. Now, yes, I am coming to you on a Tuesday, but considering last night was the national championship game, I figured might as well wait one more day because you never know, right? Someone might get injured or someone's stock might blow up, and we saw a couple players help really define their stocks last night, so I think it was worth it. It's time for another 2019 NFL mock draft. And remember, these mock drafts will be every single Monday, so stick around and subscribe for those. So last week I discussed teams 1 through 10. This week we're going to discuss teams 11 through 20, but again, all of the picks change if I want them to change, and the mock draft is displayed on your screen now. So with that said, let's start with pick 11. We have the Cincinnati Bengals, and why not give them Greg Little, the offensive lineman out of Ole Miss. The Bengals are still building their offensive line, and yes, I want to go defense because man, the Bengals defense stunk this season, but their offense did too, right? Their offense wasn't very consistent this season either. They still want to develop a consistent run game. They still want to give Andy Dalton protection. That way he can actually play a full season right now, because that's been a problem lately. So why not take Greg Little, the offensive lineman out of Ole Miss? The Green Bay Packers, they take Brian Burns, the outside linebacker out of Florida State, and I'm still waiting for the pass rushers in this draft for their stock to stop fluctuating. I mean, I see Brian Burns listed as his third best pass rusher, even the second best pass rusher from time to time. Then I see Ja'Kai Polite, then I see Montez Sweat, then I see Clelin Ferrell. I mean, there's so much ambiguity when it comes to these pass rushers. We're still waiting to see, and things will start to define themselves when we go through the combine, when we go through pro days, and we'll start to really get a good grasp on who are truly the best pass rushers in this class. Today I went Brian Burns out of Florida State. Why not? 13, Miami Dolphins, I have Daniel Jones, the quarterback out of Duke. Right now, I have the Dolphins taking a quarterback. However, I think they're going to be heavy suitors for Joe Flacco. I think we could see a Ryan Tannehill being shipped out of Miami Dolphins, and then the Dolphins trading for Joe Flacco. You know, some sort of craziness to go on there, but it really sounds like the Dolphins are ready and prepared to move on from Ryan Tannehill. So why not give them Daniel Jones, the quarterback out of Duke, as I do have Drew Lock going number 7 to the Jaguars, mainly because Dwayne Haskins, man, this guy just showed up in his bowl game, man. I don't know how the Giants are going to pass on this guy. So for right now, I have the Giants taking Haskins, Lock going to the Jaguars, and here, number 13, the Miami Dolphins selecting Daniel Jones out of Duke, although whether or not he's a first rounder, people are certainly debating right now, but he'll be at the Senior Bowl, and we will evaluate him very soon. All right, we do have number 14, Atlanta Falcons, Ed Oliver out of Houston going here. Ed Oliver's stock continues to drop. A former top 4 projected pick continues to fall down draft boards. He's at number 14 here to the Atlanta Falcons, and they would love to take him, right? Grady Jarrett, they're the star defensive tackle. This guy's an upcoming free agent. Now, they could franchise him, they could re-sign him, but for right now, he is an upcoming free agent, and the Falcons, they dedicate a lot of money offensively to Matt Ryan and their offensive line and Julio Jones, right? So there's not much money to go around defensively, so they could let Grady Jarrett go and draft Ed Oliver. And even if they keep Grady Jarrett, I think he could still use Ed Oliver. It's not like there's another star defensive lineman on that roster right now. They have a bunch of young guys, but guys that really haven't proven themselves in this league yet, at least consistently. I'm looking at you, Vic Beasley. So why not take Ed Oliver here out of Houston? Number 15, sorry, Washington Redskins, no quarterback available for you, but maybe you guys trade for Joe Flacco, and it doesn't matter anyway. And I have you guys taking wide receiver A.J. Brown out of Ole Miss. You guys will definitely need a wide receiver to me. Now, Joshua Doxson, right? This guy is showing some signs of progression, some signs of life. Is he truly a number 1 wide receiver yet, though? No. Okay, he's just not yet. Jamison Crowder, upcoming free agent. They were not happy with his season this year, man. He really struggled, barely got on the field. I think they're going to move on from him. They're going to need to get a wide receiver for whoever their quarterback is going to be next year. I mean, it could be me. I mean, right now, no one knows who their quarterback is going to be right now in Washington. So why not take wide receiver A.J. Brown to help out whoever that is, because I just can't project another quarterback. I mean, 3 quarterbacks, that's plenty in the first round. No one else is going in the first round. We're getting 3 max. Might get 1, right? So 3 is pushing it. I cannot project another quarterback here. So sorry, you're going to suck with a wide receiver today. We have Ja'Kai Polite, the defensive end out of Florida, going 16 to the Carolina Panthers. Right, no more Julius Peppers time. Right, that time is come and gone. All right, we need to get a new young pass rusher in Carolina, please. We've been begging for this for the past, I don't know how many years. I mean, we're hoping Coney Ealy was going to be that. And what draft was that? Was that the 2013 draft? It's been a while, and we still have not found that mainstay pass rusher in Carolina. Let's take Ja'Kai Polite on this hope that finally we have that guy now. Number 17, defensive tackle Derrick Brown out of Auburn. He goes to the Cleveland Browns. Now, yes, they have Larry Ogunjobi, who they still have faith in at defensive tackle for the Cleveland Browns, but the Browns don't have many needs right now. Now, they could go offensive line, and I would understand it, right? Cody Ford, Dalton Risner, maybe Jaywan Taylor. I'd be down for that. I may mock that next time. But this time, I wanted to go defense. I think that Browns defense needs a little more help than the offense right now. Offense, they have their quarterback in Baker Mayfield. They have their running back in Nicholas Chubb right now, who had a very good rookie season in limited play time, as did Baker Mayfield, by the way. Jarvis Landry is their wide receiver. They expect Callaway to continue to improve, and their offensive line is young in some spots. I think they're okay there. So today was defensive tackle. I might go offensive tackle next week, and I think Derrick Brown would be a great addition to this Browns defensive line. 18, Cody Ford, the offensive lineman out of Oklahoma, could play tackle, could play guard. We're going to see at the combine how fluid he is, and we'll hopefully be able to center in on that. But for right now, the Vikings definitely need to improve their offensive line. They need their run game to be more consistent. That way Kirk Cousins is not having to be forced to throw for over 4,500 passing yards. Like, he doesn't have to do that. I mean, he can do that, and he'll willingly do that. He'll love to do that, but I don't think you want him to do that. I think the less he throws, actually, the more effective he is, the more efficient he is, and the more winning quarterback, a football quarterback he is ultimately. So I want him to throw a little bit less. Let's run a little bit more. Let's have Dalvin Cook, hopefully, if he stays healthy, get more involved, and I think Cody Ford would help with all of that. Number 19, and Tennessee Titans fans, you're going to get tired of me doing this, but yet again, the Titans getting outside linebacker Montez Sweat out of Mississippi State. What do you want from me? The Titans don't have a pass rusher starting opposite of Harold Landry, and until they do, I gotta mock this, because John Robinson is going to take this every day over a wide receiver. Every single day of the week, he's going to take a pass rusher over a wide receiver. I'm betting on it 100% until we get this position filled. We're taking an outside linebacker in the first round, point, period, simple. I mean, it's just that simple when it comes to the Tennessee Titans right now. Now, if we go to free agency and they pick up an outside linebacker, we will change this conversation. And that conversation may change to defensive tackle, because I think they may take defensive tackle or offensive guard before they take wide receiver again. I just think John Robinson loves his Corey Davis and his Tavon Taylor and his Tajay Sharp, and he really wants them to prove that they're worth their draft picks, and I think he's not going to take a wide receiver. I'd love for him to. I like A.J. Brown. I like DK Metcalf. I like Kelvin Harmon. But right now, I think defense is way more likely, or interior offensive line is way more likely for the Titans right now than wide receivers, unfortunately for all of us. And then number 20, Pittsburgh Steelers cornerback Byron Murphy out of Washington. Now, why Byron Murphy over DeAndre Baker? That's because Byron Murphy's stock is going up lately. Now, we're going to see these two guys in the combine, in the draft process. We're going to continue to evaluate them, and we're really going to figure out which one we like more than the other. But I think they're battling right now. I think they're very close. I think they're closer than a lot of people think they are, and we're going to continue to debate which one is better. Today, Byron Murphy goes ahead of DeAndre Baker. Tomorrow, it could be Baker over Murphy. So those are picks 11 through 20. I'll be back next week, and we will discuss, let's do 21 through 32. We'll just include those two last teams anyway, although we're not even going to be really definitively sure who those teams are, but we'll do it for fun anyway. And hopefully, I mean, come on, if you're number 31 or 32, why y'all watching mock drafts, man? Why aren't you worried about your Super Bowl? But whatever, to each his own. My team ain't in the Super Bowl, probably won't be in the Super Bowl for a while, so I get it, right? Mock drafts is where it's at. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.